What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing you another Dragon Ball Z debate. This time, this is going to be a fun one. I mean, you already know what it is. It's in the topic. It's in the title. Goku versus Vegeta post-Resurrection F. So, to kind of toss out there the conditions here, if you guys watch Resurrection F, then you're already aware that both Goku and Vegeta are Super Saiyan Gods, Super Saiyans, or Super Saiyan Blues, whatever name you prefer. Spoiler alert. I mean, at this point, everybody's kind of seeing this, except for Thundershout, who apparently still has not seen Resurrection F. Big shout to him. But Resurrection F taught us two things. One, Goku and Vegeta are essentially on the same power now because they've been training with Whis for quite a bit of time. And two, even though they're both equally strong, they have their own unique weaknesses. And because of that, I figured, you know what, since they're equally strengthened, equally powered, whatever the right English here is, who would actually win the fight? Now, I know ever since we first saw these two fight in the Saiyan Saga, and then we saw them fight again in Buu Saga, the one thing that we really wanted to see is an actual battle now between both Goku and Vegeta. Now that they're on the same level, they're both Super Saiyan Gods, and who would actually win? Now, before we start, I have two awesome guests here. I got Dragon Ball Nation, Josh. What up, Josh?
What's up?
And I got Jadentastic, who is pretty dantastic. Fantastic, whatever. Danny, what up?
Hi.
And we're going to do our little debate thing like we've been doing this past couple weeks. So what we want to see from you guys is who you think will win this fight. Goku, Vegeta, drop in the comment section below right now and why. And remember, the weakness that Goku has is he always lets his guard down. And Vegeta, he just kind of thinks too much and doesn't really focus. So based on what we already know from Resurrection F, Danny, you're going to be on the spotlight first. Who do you think would win this this battle of Saiyan Gods battle?
If they were actually to like fight?
Like fight.
I would say Vegeta would win over Goku for multiple reasons. One, because Goku, I don't think Vegeta's biggest weakness is that he's always in his head. I think Vegeta's weakness is overconfidence. But I think that Goku letting his guard down would be like overshadowing that. And Vegeta, now that he's like on the same strength as Goku, I feel like if they were to fight, I feel like a part of Vegeta would kind of snap and he would just like go ham and just bust his face in, and then he would have to kind of like pull himself back and be like, wait, do I actually want to kill him right now, or maybe not, because we're kind of friends, sort of, a little bit. So I think, and especially with Goku being the way that he is, I think that he would kind of lag behind and then be like, oh snap, Vegeta's actually kind of strong now. And we saw that Goku was struggling to keep up with Frieza in the movie, and Vegeta seemingly had no issues.
Well, to be fair there, the only reason why he didn't have any issues is because Frieza's power had dropped so low that he couldn't control his golden form ability anymore, so we can't really accept that one.
Well,
I mean, yeah, we can't. I mean, if Golden Frieza was fighting Vegeta from the start, I'm sure it would have been the same outcome. But even, because remember, even Goku was like, hey, Vegeta, you want to tag in now? And he was like, oh, no, wait. Vegeta said he wanted to tag in, and Goku was like, oh, he found his weakness too. So that was already kind of thrown out there. But still, that's still a pretty good point that Goku will let his guard down. But Dragon Ball Nation. Well, first of all, Dana, did you cover everything?
yeah.
Okay. Dragon Ball Nation, Josh. Whose side are you on and why?
I'm on Goku's side, and I'm on that side because I think that Goku's just, at his core, just a better fighter. Vegeta is a bit of a better tactician. That's pretty much been shown. He does plan ahead a little bit better usually. I would use Saiyan Saga fight as an example, but those were a lot older versions of the character, and Goku was mainly winning that one here and there because of the Kaioken, because Vegeta's base power was already higher than him, so they were never really at equal levels in that fight. But if you look at the fight between Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, which is pretty somewhat recently in the series in terms of time placement, I would say that in that fight they were, and Trunks even said that, they're completely even. Later on, he said that, oh well, now he's even stronger than my dad was, and before they were even. But even in the fight between them, Goku says, wow, after all these years, we're completely even. So, they were even in that fight from Goku's statement when Goku was a Super Saiyan 2. Yes, he had Super Saiyan 3 held back. He didn't have to use it. But during that fight, I would say that Vegeta had the upper hand in a lot of different scenarios. Depending if you look at the anime or the manga. I think the anime, the fight was a little bit more in Vegeta's favor, as opposed to the manga where it's a lot more even. The thing is, though, later on it was revealed that, Goku was trying to conserve Vegeta's pride. Whether or not that's just holding back Super Saiyan 3 or he was holding back a little bit of his fighting skill, that's unsure. But I would think that just based off of growth in the series, I think that Goku's just a better fighter, shown how he deals with people. He's not as arrogant as Vegeta. He's not gonna, go soft on his opponents. And that's kind of my basic points. And even if you look at with a fight with Cell, Goku does know when he's outmatched at some people. If he sees like an opening, he's gonna take it. He does want a fair fight in the end. Goku's always wanted that. But I just think that Goku's just maybe not necessarily more experienced fighter than Vegeta, because Vegeta had, training in the Saiyan army at such a young age, I guess you could argue. But this is actually a pretty interesting debate because, honestly, as far as fighting goes, they're very, very evenly matched as characters. And I think if you just look at their core weaknesses that was revealed by Whis, that's probably the best points you could really get. And I think that just the fact that Vegeta would play around too much would kind of hinder his performance. And honestly, in Resurrection F, I think Goku was kind of realizing, oh, crap, and I'm sure we can talk about spoilers for the movie here, right?
Yeah.
When, Earth gets blown up and all, Goku kind of realizes, like, oh, my mistake for not finishing him off when I could, letting, let's say, Vegeta take it, and maybe Vegeta learned from that, oh, well, my arrogance is getting in the way. So maybe they both learned from their weaknesses, maybe they didn't. But I think when Goku kills Frieza when he comes back, that shows that Goku's not going to really make the same mistake twice. He's kind of learning. And I think that evolution as a character would kind of put him a little bit ahead of Vegeta. But like I said, it's a very hard debate, but I just think that Goku in the end will win.
It's a great statement. I am actually going to side with Danny here, but on different reasons. I honestly don't think that Goku would let his guard down against Vegeta, especially after what they learned from fighting Frieza and training with Whis. And if they were both to fight each other, I don't think Goku would ever let his guard down. He will keep fighting until he can't anymore. But because Vegeta is a better tactician, as you said, Josh, I think he will use that to his advantage and figure out a way to win. Plus, on top of that, he has the inner rage, the inner desire. I think he has the bigger desire to beat Goku more than anything, and that's basically been kind of like his life essentially. Whereas Goku will just fight to be the best. He'll fight to like test out his abilities. He'll fight to just to get to the next level, whereas Vegeta has that desire to beat Goku so badly, and because he can think better in a battle, I think he will use that to his advantage and ultimately be the victor in the end. It's funny, like I've always wondered how the fight would have actually turned out against Majin Vegeta and Goku had Buu not been there, because Buu was a big distraction for both Goku and Vegeta, mostly Goku, because he kept like stopping the fight so he can like be like, hey yo, we gotta go fight this dude. But I feel like if they really kept going, even back then, I feel like Vegeta would have won just because he had that desire to destroy Goku, whereas Goku would have never pulled the trigger. He's the type of person who would never ever pull the trigger to kill Vegeta, whereas Vegeta, if he really wanted to, he would kill Goku. He will kill Goku. Granted, he'll probably just wish him back, even if he accidentally killed him in his fight,
right.
As Super Saiyan Blues. He being Goku would never do that to Vegeta. Like, even if he knows he can bring Vegeta back with the Dragon Balls, he probably still wouldn't do it. Whereas Vegeta easily would, because he want to get that victory. Like, think about it. That's the biggest, it's like the biggest, in your face moment Vegeta could ever have. It's like, yeah, remember the time I killed you? Like, I feel like if he really wanted to, he would pull the trigger. But then again, ultimately it comes down to...
You did bring up a really good point, though, about the whole Majin Vegeta fight, that Vegeta was more focused. He was kind of more focused than Goku, you could argue. Maybe they didn't, when they were writing the story, obviously they didn't focus on it that much, but you could argue that Goku would have been a little bit distracted in that fight. But there is one thing I didn't mention, and that is instant transmission. That means Goku is always going to have a big speed advantage, and as a tactical advantage to some degree with, integrating his instant transmission with his other energy attacks. And some people will say Kaioken. I'm going to discount Kaioken and just keep them at equal levels and not include Kaioken, whether or not he can use it as a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or not. It's pretty clear that they have forgotten about that transformation or just don't use it anymore. But we're not going to use that here. We're going to keep them at equal levels. But I think into his transmission, I just think Goku honestly has better techniques in general.
He does have better techniques.
But would it really though? I mean, like two more points to make. Like, is instant transmission against a god being going to really be that powerful? Because we've seen the beginning of the training, and Whis is like training them to act before thinking, and so I feel like even if Goku was using instant transmission at this point, Vegeta can probably keep up with it and counter that attack.
Well, I mean, even though Battle of Gods might be kind of discounted at this point, I'm just going to use it for all sakes and purposes. Beerus was obviously a pretty good amount stronger than Goku, and Goku was using instant transmission on him, and pretty much catching Beerus off guard with it easily, and Beerus couldn't keep up with him. So I think that with Vegeta, it would be even tougher for him if Goku uses it to his advantage, which I think he would if he has to.
I'll give you that one. Instant transmission. I mean, overall, Goku is a better fighter and he has better techniques. But I feel like the lack of just will to win, the lack of will to kill Vegeta is what's going to cost him the fight.
I think Goku could lose if he does not think things through enough. Because, like I said, Vegeta, there's more evidence to say that Vegeta would be a better tactician than Goku. So I think if Goku doesn't plan ahead enough, which he might not, Vegeta could seal the deal. But they're going to really want to keep it an even fight the whole way through. They're not going to want to do dirty tricks.
Well, see, that was my point about, like, not Goku necessarily, like, letting his guard down, but if you look at the fights over the course of the series, Goku always enters the fight, and, like, every single fight, there's a time period where he's not really fighting. Like, he's just kind of feeling things out, and then it finally reaches a point where Goku's like, oh, snap, I'm going to have to go all out if I want to win this fight. Whereas Vegeta, I mean, he pretty much just rushes in 100% whether, I mean, he gets beat up, like, every single time, but every single time he rushes in at like 110%. Like, there's no slowdown there.
But those are against villains that are stronger than him too. The exception was with Semi-Perfect Cell, but he toyed around.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he has the mentality of like, even though this villain is stronger than I am, I'm still gonna go in as strong as I possibly can, even though I know I might not win. If he's on the same level with someone, then I feel like he's still gonna have that mentality, and he might be able to get a slight jump on Goku right at the start. Just because Vegeta's going to go in all out 100% right at the get-go, and Goku's going to have to take a second to be like, oh, snap, this is for real. Because he does that, and he does that in literally every fight. Like, literally every fight, Goku's, like, fighting, and he's, like, kind of losing, and then he's like, no, I'm not really losing because I'm actually stronger than this. I was just messing with you. And it's like, Goku, why don't you just fight and win? But, like, that's Goku's mentality, is, like, he always wants to, like, see if he can beat someone without going all out. I don't know. Goku's a weird character. He's just a weird character.
This is a really good debate. This is exactly why I want to do this. Now, I feel like I picked two perfect people for this because, like, we all have our own opinions, even though I'm on the Vegeta side, but I have a different reason why I'm on Vegeta side than Danny. But this is going to be a fun one. I cannot wait to read the comments on this one. So, to those who made it this far in this video, if you listen to our points, we want to hear from you guys as well. So, drop it in the comment section below. Who would win this fight? Goku or Vegeta, and why?
They're going to destroy some of our arguments, I'm sure, because I've mentioned this plenty of times. I have Toriyama memory. I know the series pretty well, but I'll forget things when I'm not looking at some things on hand.
That's the whole point of these discussion debates. They're just meant to be fun, to kind of like stimulate the community and discuss it. We've done these many times before. They're just fun to do, and I love doing them. I mean, it's like what Danny told me last week. It's like the best part about Dragon Ball is when you watch the episode and the next day you go to school and you discuss it with your friends. And this is basically an extension of that on YouTube, and that's why we're doing this. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to say before we end this?
I just want to say I hope the comment section, even though it's going to either way, I hope not too many people devolve into which character they like more. Try to really articulate things, even though Goku is my favorite character. I did give Vegeta definitely plenty of props, and I think that he can beat Goku, but I just think truthfully that there's more evidence to say Goku would honestly win.
And Danny, anything from you?
No, I think I got it all out.
Alrighty. Well, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this debate. If you did, leave a like right below, a comment with your discussion, feedback, I guess addition to the discussion, whatever. Let us know who you think would win this fight, Goku or Vegeta. Remember, this is after Resurrection F, after the Frieza fight. So this is the point where they already learned about the weaknesses. They've learned from fighting Frieza. Who you think would win based on everything that they know, based on their strength and power, and just knowing stuff. And before someone says Goku gained the Zenkai boost from getting shot, is that actually that's kind of a thing to think about because he did almost die there.
He would have, but they don't even write those into the story. They should happen theoretically, but maybe they don't affect Saiyans anymore. But there's no reason they would have gone away. But they definitely forgot those existed.
You know, theoretically, it's right, but at the same time, knowing Toriyama, he did not consider that in this movie.
Absolutely not.
But if you want to use that, turning back time. He wouldn't have actually been...
No, he turned back time before he got shot. Because remember, he turned back time enough to the point right where Frieza was about to blow up the Earth.
So wouldn't that erase the Zenkai boost?
No, because the Zenkai boost happened like 5 minutes ago, but he only turned back 3 minutes worth.
Yeah.
Because remember, Vegeta's also 2 minutes of airtime in that movie. He literally had 2 minutes.
But it was amazing 2 minutes.
But you know what? We're not going to count the Zenkai boost in here, only because I feel like... it was probably not meant to happen that way. Then again, Super might change that. We'll see. I don't know. Should we count the Zenkai boost or not?
No.
No Zenkai boost?
Nah.
Okay, I just honestly feel like Toriyama didn't think that way that much through because he is notorious for forgetting stuff all the time.
Because I feel like that got washed out on Namek because they could literally cheat. Like Vegeta tried to cheat it and was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot myself in the chest. You're gonna heal, and then they could literally, if they wanted to, like he could just do that over and over and over again and be like.
Yeah,
so I feel like the Zenkai boost at a certain point kind of loses its its weight.
I mean,
it's
even after the Frieza saga, we saw Zenkai boost in the series. So in a way, it's still kind of there, but it's just. I just feel like in this movie, it just they didn't really think it all the way through and probably forgot about it. But for the sake of this debate, Goku and Vegeta are the same strength. Let's just say that. They're the same strength. They have the different weaknesses. Based on what we know, who you think win this fight, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, check out both Dragon Ball Nation and Jaden Tassie in the comment section below as well. Subscribe over there and all that good stuff. And I guess we'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is going to be fun.